guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Surya, your favorite sewing friend. And today I just want to chat to you real quick about the ninniculottes by namedclothing, which I made a couple of weeks ago, a month or so ago for my trip to Bali, because I needed something that was a loose fit, flowy, kind of linen-y pant thing going on, something that was like easy to pull on and like just go and not be super sweaty. And yes, so these pants are a very good make. So I purchased the PDF version of the ninniculottes from their website. I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can also have a look at them. The example that they have on the website is actually made out of a heavier material, so like a velour or a jersey knit, I think. It gives the pants a more like a heavy drape. But I did do some research on the Instagrams, using the hashtag ninniculottes, to have a look at what all the other sewists were doing, and definitely there were heaps of people who were making these pants out of linen or like lighter weight fabrics than like a heavy knit jersey or like velour. So I gave it a try and it turned out fine. Yeah, and it was really successful. So I highly recommend these pants if you are new to wanting to sew pants. If you've never made pants before and you find them like super intimidating because they are pants and it's weird when you try to like sew the crotch area, because there's always instructions that are like stick the leg into the thing, like into one leg, and then you sew the, anyway, it's just like confusing sometimes when you think about sewing pants. But the instructions for namedclothing and these particular pants are really easy to follow. It's also super easy to make because of the fact that there's no fly, zip fly or button fly, or no flies. It's just an elastic casing and like legs. So I think this is a very good pattern for someone who is just entering into sewing pants like me, because I've seen like my sewing teachers and stuff in the past doing pants where they have like, you know, flies and a waistband and everything like that. And I've seen it, but I've never tried it myself. I think I will try soon, but I decided to just make a really simple pant for my trip to Bali, and like these were perfect. So the only section that I had that I found a little bit difficult when making these pants was the part where you need to top stitch the waistband where the elastic is. So top stitching on the elastic waistband is a must, because it means that when you're wearing the pants over time, like it holds the elastic in place so it doesn't end up like twisting in on itself. Oh, sorry, I'm just distracted. Cat is here. She wants to sit on my lap. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yes, elastic waistband pants. So if you do a top stitch, they ask you to do a top stitch on the elastic waistband to hold it in place. And I'd never done that before because I never bothered to top stitch any elastic waistbands. I mean, this is the first time that I was doing it. Half the time I'm making tops and dresses, so it's never really needed an elastic waistband just yet. So I tried it and I totally made it bad. So what I did was, when I was sewing the top stitch of the elastic waistband, I was stretching and sewing, as you do, but I was stretching it, but then I started like gathering the fabric onto one side by accident while I was stretching and then sewing the top stitch down. So by the time I'd finished it, like all of the fabric in the elastic had gathered like onto one side or another side, and it was like very uneven. So yeah, it was just bad. Like basically everything was just like mushed to one side. So I ended up unpicking that. This is a sample, I don't know, I just unpicked it anyway, which was very time consuming. So I unpicked it all, and then what I did was I pinned all the fabric into place. So once you've stuffed the elastic into the waistband and you just like move everything around so that it's all in an even setting, then you just pin it all into place all the way around, and then you would just top stitch. And when you're stretching and sewing, because you've got pins in there, you've pinned it into place, the fabric won't move everywhere. So yes, that was one lesson that was learned in a very roundabout way. But yeah, highly recommend that you put pins in everything when you're doing any type of top stitching on elastic waistbands. The moral of this story is to just put pins everywhere. If you're unsure about stuff and you think it's going to move, just put pins there. Pin it all down. Pin all the things. That way you won't be like me and you have to unpick everything all over and then like do it all over again. So that was pretty much the only hard part about doing this pant pattern. The other maybe downside is that it does ask you to use an overlocker, or serger as they say in America, to finish off all your seams. So I think if you don't have an overlocker, that's fine. You can always just use a zigzag stitch. But I think also if you have started making clothes and you're really keen and super enthused by it and you think you're going to be keeping this hobby for the long run, I think investing in a good serger or overlocker is a good idea. So the one that I use is the Singer Ultralock. It's pretty good, very fast. I quite like it. So, and it's been great. I've been using it for quite a while now and it has not died, so I recommend the Singer Ultralock. So this pattern also had no alterations to make because it's such a wide fit, and it only has an elastic waistband. So all you have to do is just measure your waist and cut the elastic as per your waist measurements, and yeah, then it just gathers up all the fabric, and yeah, it's very wide fit, so you'll be fine. Like fitting issues, I don't think there are any fitting issues with this pant. Yeah, I really enjoyed making this pant. I think it's like one of my very favorite patterns to make, just because it's so easy and you can smash it out in a day, and yeah, you can make it in so many different types of colors. I think I might, in like future makes, I might make the pocket bags just a bit bigger because I like deep pockets to put all my stuff in. And then I also might try making one where it's not so wide leg, but it's more a little bit more tapered in. So, but we'll see how that goes because it might look a bit weird. But yeah, if I try it, I will tell you how it goes. So as I mentioned earlier, you can type in the hashtag ninniculottes in Instagram and have a look at how all the other sewists out there are making these pants and be inspired by them. I spent like a lot of time perusing through this hashtag looking for inspiration and stuff, and yeah, there's a lot of things that people are doing which is really amazing, like all the fabrics and all the patterns and like different types of makes. Like sometimes they crop them and make them into like shorts or something. I recommend just looking around and getting inspired. So on that note, if this video has inspired you to make the pants and you're like, Surya has inspired me to make pants, and you make the pants, I keep saying make pants, and you make pants, let me know and like DM me and be like, I made the pants, and I will understand what you mean. So I hope that you like this video, and if you are interested in seeing more videos and me talking about all the stuff that I'm making and doing and stuff, then you should hit that subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have a super lovely sewing day if you're starting to sew. Bye.